place where everybody had a hustle. Some people had brains, some people had muscle, some people had both, a dangerous combination. A couple steps ahead of any sticky situation. Know when to make the move and know when to stay and be patient. And just because you're flesh and blood doesn't make you related. She used to tell me a story about the amazing glaze. Him and your pops was like brothers, but that nigga was crazy. Me and early late.
Hey, good day, good day, good day. Hey, let's get straight to it, man. Nobody on these social media platforms do more capping than the Wendy Williams of social media. 3 toes down. The same individual right now going around talking about, who's capping, who's not capping. Right now, so he's talking about pistolpete. He's talking about fatjoe. And not saying that they're not capping, but guess what? Nobody capped more than that cartoon character, that Dick Rider. So I want y'all to listen to him in his own word, and I'll be back.
You want stories. That's what you want. You want entertainment. You don't want truth. When it comes to pistolpete, that story was a beautiful story. When you first heard it, you was like, damn, pistolpete stabbed all the blacks in the yard. Gangster. Shit. fatjoe robbed 70 niggas in the school. Who else? What else other niggas did? They done ran through Connecticut and got jumped by 80 niggas and got out with a pen. They stabbed niggas with pens. Bang, bang, bang. These motherfuckers is superheroes. Y'all don't want the truth. Y'all like the entertainment side of that shit. I noticed that. Y'all love that entertainment.
Tell people he's nothing but a professional dick rider. And you know what? He used to be scared of Brooklyn cats. Why? You a real man. You about it. So once again, what is there to be afraid of any man? Especially in there. You got life. So what are you afraid? But once again, you want to talk about fatjoe is captain. Okay? Not saying that fatjoe don't cap. Because right now, fatjoe cap all the damn time. That's why they call him cappity cap. Not saying right now you talking about your boy pistolpete capping. But right now is guess what? You are the biggest capper on YouTube. You speak about SHIT that you don't know shit about. And you act like you was there, you was here, you know this, you know that. That's why I call you the Wendy Williams of social media. Right now, tell everybody who you really are. Tell everybody right now is how you was playing yourself while you was in there. You was playing bug out. You was in the MO squad. You was taking medication. So once again, when you start talking about you are the best storyteller, you are. Because once again, you done been so juiced up on that medication. That's probably why you lost it. And you got caught up into when you was talking to your gang pen pal, talking about what you're going to do with them and how you're going to do this and that, and how one guy was sending you $1,000 every month. Because once again, man, you into this little fantasy island shit. So stop talking about who's capping, who's not capping. Because you are the biggest capper in the whole white world. You and your girlfriend.
I mean, like when it comes to my podcast, I could have got anybody on my podcast to Bimmy. Bimmy knows everybody. He helped fucking, he's like an influence to 50 Cent. That's his man. Everybody, every rapper, everybody look up to Bim, right? Mm-hmm. I could have been using Bim, I need this dude on my podcast, this and that. I never did that. And Bimmy appreciate that side of me where I never asked him for a penny, nothing. He a millionaire. I don't ask him for shit. But what he did do is he put me in places and positions where I can just network.
So here it is, you professional clown. You claiming, oh, you so much in love with Bimmy, your idol. Oh, he's a millionaire. He's a millionaire. He's a millionaire. If he's a millionaire, allegedly, why are he scamming people out of money? That's allegedly. Why he beating people with the Ponzi scheme? Allegedly. But he's a millionaire. Millionaire don't do that. Come on, help me to help you. You, right now, from my understanding, a lot of people say you are a highly intelligent individual. And to me, guess what? How can you be so smart until you dumb? Get off that BS, man. You know what you need to start doing, man? Start back taking your medication, man. Hey, but once again, guys, listen, man. It's not what we do, it's how we do it. Change. Like right now, whereas I done did time, he done did time, everybody that he speak about and everybody that I'm speaking about done did time. But once you do time, it's like learning from your mistake and not continue to pick up that break, throwing at that prison wall for absolutely nothing. Because crime doesn't pay. And there's no shortcut life. Only thing come fast is trouble, easy to get into, hard to get out. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, support. I am the real Brian Glaze Gibbs. If I can change, anybody can change. One love.
Yeah, I'm a minute. Brian had associated himself with probably the most ruthless and notorious cocaine crack enterprise in the city, that being Howard Pappy Mason and Lorenzo Fat Cat Nichols.
NYPD rookie police officer was murdered, executioner style. And as I'm listening to that, I'm like, whoa.
You actually dealt with Brian Glaze Gibbs, huh?
I dealt with him years ago, back in the 80s, early 90s. I was where he was arrested by my partner back in those days for several murders himself.
Not bad. I was given to me by a police officer in New York called Matt Byrne, whose son was gunned down by these drug dealers up there in New York City.
Glaze was probably within the top 10 people in the city, but I'm going to say that he was probably one of the top 2 or 3 in Brooklyn. Drug dealers, and controlled the drug organization.
And you know what I did? When I got the phone, I told my man, the next time we see him, he's out of here.
Yeah.
Less than 12 hours, that nigga was dead.
Yeah,
Is he the second person you murdered?
No. Because, like, right now, if you're going by the timeline, by that time, there's a few more before him.
You know, I heard so many good things about you. What I really like is, I know you're a tough guy. And I've known that for quite a while, and you changed your life, and you're coming around, and you're right. We're from New York, and we're New Yorkers. No matter what color you are, no matter what religion you are, no matter what you are, you know, we're New Yorkers.
Well, he was a drug kingpin himself. He was a drug lord himself back in those days, and he operated out of Brooklyn and East New York, and you know, he committed a lot of violent acts himself. So, if anybody knows the streets, I mean, he knows the streets.
Tottenham. Yeah, you gotta worry about them guys. But we only have to worry about those guys in Vanderveer and stuff. You know, we all knew Glaze and Tutton, all those guys.
Yeah.
I know Glaze, Supreme Team. What up, Glaze? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, inside the mind of the killer, the Brian Glaze Gibbs story.